Coming up on Surprise Lately, it's our year in review. From our most wanted retailer coming to town to new housing all across the city, we're putting a bow on 2019. Hi, I'm Virginia Mungovin.
And I'm Nicole Wiley. What an exciting year it's been for our city.
That's for sure. And as we close out the year, we take a look back at some of the biggest stories that shaped our city in 2019. Are you ready, Nicole?
Born ready.
All right.
First up, economic development. Rumors flew and it finally came true. This year, we are thrilled to learn that Costco is coming to Surprise near Waddell Road and Saraval Avenue. This was the most requested retailer by residents on the city's annual retail surveys. Thanks to you for filling out those each year, so Costco knew just how badly you wanted them here. Look for the 2020 retail survey in February.
And Costco wasn't the only big business news of 2019. We celebrated groundbreakings and ribbon cuttings all throughout the year, including foodie favorites like Cafe Rio, Mucho Burrito, and Nothing Bundt Cakes. Plus some locally owned spots like Bonfire Craft Kitchen and Tap House, Richie's Diner 2, Ugly Tuna Sushi, and My Goodies.
So many yummy things. We also added hundreds of jobs with the opening of 2 manufacturing facilities, Trimaco and Sika Plastic Packaging, a sales and service location for National Indoor RV Centers, and Surprise Health and Rehabilitation Center.
And in City Center, the Texas Rangers started building a new player housing and meeting facility, and Hilton Garden Inn is now open to welcome city visitors. In August, City Council agreed to a development incentive agreement with City Center landowners, Surprise Center Development Company. This action spurred the creation of a City Center master plan. Input sessions were held around town to see what residents wanted their downtown core to look like, and a draft plan was presented to Council in June, with highlights including walkability, a mix of housing, restaurants, and shops, and a park with a stream. We're excited to see what comes next.
We can't forget our small business wins this year. The city began offering a free online startup space to connect entrepreneurs and small businesses, and our AZ Techcelerator Business Incubator got a new tenant, Arizona Cyber Warfare Range, which aims to turn wounded warriors into cyber warriors.
Up next, housing and land growth. New houses are popping up all across the city. In fact, more than 1,600 single-family residential housing permits were issued in 2019. Much of that growth is in our city's northern area. Desert Oasis and Asante continue to grow, with a new Asante Heritage active adult community coming in 2020. Escalante from Fulton brings a mix of housing sizes, a community center, and a community pool. Plus, the new luxury-style Rancho Mercado community will build out the north side of Happy Valley Road from the eastern limits to 163rd Avenue, and that road's looking to be complete in fall 2020. The city also added approximately 3 square miles in this northern section to its planning area over the last year, bringing our city's incorporated miles to 110.
Moving now to the southwestern area of Surprise, Sterling Grove by Toll Brothers is taking shape to open in January 2020. This 2,200 home community brings executive-style housing to the city with an 18-hole Nicklaus design golf course, spa, fitness center, pools, tennis and pickleball courts, and more. And the new community of Zanjero Trails is nestled next to the White Tank Mountains, which are now part of our planning area. Just this December, City Council approved expansion on the city's planning area to include half the White Tank Mountains. The future northern entrance to the park will now be in City of Surprise boundaries.
Also to note, the final phases of Marley Park were approved this year, which closes out the residential component of that community.
On to education now. Have you seen Ottawa University lately?
Yes, and
oh
it's
my
amazing.
Goodness. The 4-year residential university started the school year with 850 students in just its 3rd year and opened 3 new buildings this fall. A 300-bed student housing building, a student union for gathering and eating, and a 3-story 100,000 square foot athletic center with a gym, indoor walking track, training facilities, classrooms, and more. The gym and walking track will be open to residents and city parks and recreation programming in the new year, so look for details on that.
Partnership is an important component of developing top-notch education in Surprise. And another cool highlight of the year was when our police and fire medical departments donated retired vehicles. Police donated a cruiser to West Mex Law Public Safety and Security Program, and Fire Medical donated an engine to Valley Vista High School's Fire Science Program. It was also a winning year for tourism in Surprise.
It sure was. The city launched its first ever tourism website, exploresurprise.com, which invites you to find your surprise, whether that's indoor or outdoor adventure, food, or special events. The marketing campaign and website won Outstanding Marketing Campaign at the Arizona Governor's Conference on Tourism this summer.
And the Sports and Tourism Department not only works to bring in spring training visitors, but has made Surprise a hotbed for youth sports tourism, bringing in a series of nationally recognized youth baseball tournaments during the summer season. With all the players and families hitting the diamond, we saw an increase in bed tax revenue throughout the summer months, with about a 50% increase over last year in July. Now that money goes towards our tourism fund, which can be used in attracting new tourism events to Surprise. In addition to sports, we brought in several new artisan craft festivals that appealed to visitors and locals alike, and will continue to look at new event opportunities in 2020.
We continue to be a community that cares about our people, and that is why the city commissioned a community needs assessment this year, which identified growing or unmet human service needs in our city. That report was delivered to council in December and will act as a guiding document to assist in prioritizing plans, initiatives, and programs to meet those needs.
In September, Mayor Hall proclaimed the city of Surprise as a dementia-friendly city, just the second in the state, joining Tempe. Dementia Friends is a global movement that is changing the way people think, act, and talk about dementia. To advance the mission, Surprise now hosts a memory cafe that provides a social and resource place for people living with memory loss and their care partners twice a month at the Salvation Army.
In October, we held our first ever Surprise Care and Share Expo. This was a free community event aimed at creating connections to human service organizations, health resources, and medical checks. Thanks to our many community partners who helped make that expo possible.
Carrying on the theme of community care is honoring our veterans. Surprise is a veteran supportive community. We have a high veteran population and a deep appreciation for their service. This year, 2 new projects were aimed at honoring our military heroes.
In April, we hosted a celebration to mark the renaming of the bridge at Grand Avenue and Bell Road to Veterans Bridge. The celebration included remarks from city and state officials, including Governor Doug Ducey, and the unveiling of new bridge signage.
And on Veterans Day, we held our annual parade to honor the service and sacrifice of our veterans. But there was something extra special earlier that morning, a ribbon-cutting ceremony for our new Veterans Reflection Circle. It's an outdoor garden and reflection space in honor of late Surprise resident and combat wounded veteran Brian Mancini, who spent his life serving his country and helping other wounded veterans find healing. The space pays tribute to Mancini and his legacy by telling his story, providing a place for veterans to reflect, find healing, and feel the community's deep appreciation for their service and sacrifice. The project was built at no cost to the city out of the generosity of nearly 40 partners from the construction and landscaping communities. It's located in the Surprise Community Park next to the fishing lake.
Another big theme of 2019 has been bond projects. Voters approved the Decide Surprise General Obligation Bond in 2017, and we've been making big progress this year. We celebrated the groundbreaking of Fire Station 304 on 163rd Avenue north of Grand Avenue in September, and it is officially vertical. The station is set to open in fall 2020.
The Public Works Operation Facility near Cactus and Litchfield Roads is well underway. The 44,000 square foot facility is scheduled to be complete in the winter of 2020.
And roads are being built out to accommodate our growing city. Construction is underway to expand Waddell Road from the east limit of Loop 303 to Reams Road, creating a total of 6 travel lanes and adding traffic signals at Saraville Avenue and Prasada Parkway. The project will be fully complete in summer 2020.
Work is also happening on Litchfield Road to create 2 lanes in each direction with a new traffic signal at the Sweetwater Avenue intersection. This project is set to be complete in April.
And roads are getting smoother with pavement preservation projects rounding out the current bond project construction. Look for more Decide Surprise projects to kick off next year.
The city is always looking for ways to improve service for residents, and we made some good strides this year. To bring library resources closer to residents, we're constructing a Sante library in the city's northern area. This state-of-the-art library with beautiful mountain views will open February 1st. Plus, council voted to expand hours at our Hollyhock Library, doubling the weekly hours beginning in January.
A change to our household hazardous waste collection now offers pickup directly from your home rather than having to drop it off. And we added a permanent yellow cooking oil disposal station at Fire Station 305 for the convenience of getting rid of oil you don't want down your drain.
Another cool service improvement, the My Surprise app was already offering a one-stop spot for service requests, but we added public records requests to the list of app options this year.
All that excellent service means we have some pretty great employees in Surprise who are honored to serve you, and much of their hard work earned special recognition in 2019. Economic Development earned 2 Arizona Association for Economic Development Awards, which recognizes excellence, innovation, and creativity. They won for their social media video campaign Snacks with Surprise and the AZ Techcelerator website. Plus, Economic Development Director Janine Yurkovic was named the Economic Developer of the Year by the Arizona Association for Economic Development.
Surprise Fire Medical received an award from the American Heart Association for implementing quality improvement measures for the treatment of patients who experience severe heart attacks.
The great work of our finance team raised our revenue bond rating to AA+.
Our risk management team won the 2019 Teddy Award, which recognizes the best workers' compensation and disability management programs in the nation.
And partnerships between the city departments of marketing and communications, parks and recreation, and sports and tourism brought a few more wins, including a National Video Award for the Moving Wall Vietnam Memorial visit last summer, and 7 statewide awards for event production, marketing, and promotion.
The city also achieved some certifications this year. The National Weather Service certified us as storm ready, meaning we have safety action plans, communication strategies, and education outreach initiatives in place in advance of severe weather events.
And BNSF Railway approved 2 city sites as certified. The Surprise locations are the first for the state of Arizona and join less than 30 sites in the U.S. and Canada. Businesses looking to locate at any of these properties could save 6 to 9 months of construction time as a result of the analysis done to certify these sites, which could help attract more business to Surprise.
And we can't look back on the year without remembering all the fun we had as a community.
That is right. We started the year with our annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Celebration and Service, which included a program with music and speakers and a day of community service.
In February, the Surprise Youth Council hosted a Level 4 party. High school students enjoyed music, art, and dancing on the 4th floor of the City Hall parking garage.
In March, we held our State of the City and 10-year City Hall anniversary celebration and invited you all to come out for a video recap of 2018 and a look ahead. Plus, we had live entertainment and a showcase of city services. And we're working on 2020's State of the City right now that will pay tribute to our city's 60th anniversary. Details are coming soon.
April brought a massive egg hunt with extravaganza, and July was full of fireworks for Independence Day. In the fall, we celebrated our city's heritage with the Fiesta Grande Street Festival, featuring music, dancing, and amazing food.
October was all about public safety and trick-or-treating fun, of course, coming together at Game Night. And November showed off science and technology with the Surprise Sci-Tech Festival.
Closing out the year, Surprise Party brought the holidays in focus with a tree lighting, balloon glow, Santa, and a ton of fun activities.
Cheers to 2019 and all that we accomplished, all that we celebrated, and all the groundwork we laid for an incredible 2020.
Thanks to you for being a part of the Surprise story this year. We'll see you back here in January with the inside scoop on what's been happening in Surprise lately.
On behalf of the City of Surprise, thanks for catching up with us.
Happy holidays!